Right. What's going on? What's going on? But so that
What?
really, you'll be out there building a death fortress just like the grandmother was.
Sound like a true
Yeah, he gonna
drunk.
be dead.
He gonna be like, "Fuck it, death, come get me. Let me finish this bottle of Ripple first."
Not the ripple.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. What was another good death that happened? When their father died because he tripped on something and the lawnmower ran over his face or
Oh
some shit.
yeah.
Yeah, that was
Oh yeah.
yeah.
And what about the girl that put in the trash can, the garbage truck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first original descendant, the
Mm-hmm.
first person that actually had his DNA. But that was
Right.
just stupid. Like for real. Like that was the dumbest thing. Like, did you see how phony it looked when she fell in? How the fuck you fall into a garbage can
From a football hit. I mean, from a soccer
from
ball hit.
somebody from
A
a football hitting
dumpster.
you? And but
Shit.
she, but really, like how?
Mm-hmm.
She didn't.
I
It
cut the
looked
movie
phony
off when I
when
seen
she
that shit.
fell to the side. When
I'm
she
like,
fell
this
to
this
the
fake.
side into it, that shit looked so phony. I was like, damn, they
Mm-hmm.
could have
So
did
funny.
way better than that. Like we could have put an attachment on Texas and threw him around better than that here in Horizons. Okay, but that part really did look phony. That it really did.
Mm-hmm.
It really did. What
Running
was
out of
another
stuff to
death?
do.
Who else died? Um,
Yeah.
They trying to talk about three.
so it all ties in order. If you haven't been following the Final Destinations and you've been playing like hopscotch around them, you really have to, if you can just YouTube all of Tony Todd's parts in the collage that they may have available on YouTube, that'll make it quicker and easier for you to understand Tony Todd's character in this film. And it is unfortunate that Tony Todd didn't even look like. Did you see what Tony Todd looked like?
He was
In
sick.
yes, compared to
Didn't he
what he
just die?
used to look like. Yeah, he
Yeah,
did
he
die after
did.
the filming. He did. He passed away.
Yeah.
Right, he did. He said he had cancer. Right, right, right. But they closed him out though. They closed him
Yeah, because
out
didn't he
and then they
pack up and
tied him
leave?
all together.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was like,
Yeah.
yeah, homegirl's dead. And with homegirl being dead, that was the only reason why he was still alive. Because as
Mm-hmm.
long as she
When
was
he found out
alive,
that she
held
was
up in
dead.
right, as
Yeah.
long as she was held up safe in that cabin, he could stay alive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But the minute that she died and he found out, he was like, fuck it. It's time for me to
Yep.
just go live what life I have left.
Right.
Because like I got terminal cancer and this is it for me any fucking way. But
Mm-hmm.
if you think about it,
He
if you
should have been the
think
last
about
one
it,
to live.
but if you
He
think about
technically
it,
should have.
Should have.
Should have.
mm,
Because he had to
well,
go through her whole
Yeah.
family first and then
Right.
him.
But those last two people of the
no,
family.
Yeah.
no,
Each family
n-
first, remember? Each family.
I guess.
They-
I mean, I guess. But in all actuality, like he was dying of cancer and she was dying of cancer also when she was held up in that
Mm-hmm.
fortress. Okay,
So why Yeah.
because
didn't
he's the one who
Ooh.
because he was too busy out here being in Final Destination 1 through 4. Okay, warning people about death. Okay, so he
Are you
couldn't be
mad?
held up in the
Are you
fortress.
mad? Damn. This is what this show is about. We supposed to
You
ask
mad?
questions.
Right, he was the
Oh, God.
mortician. He was a mortician, but he knew that homegirl was locked up in the fortress because he was the one that was helping her. He's the one who helped her build that fortress.
Mhm,
So he
mhm.
knew that as long as she was locked up in there, he could go out and he could live his life. But if you pay attention
Excuse
to the
me.
storyline, it says that she locked herself up in there like early on because
Oh.
her kids didn't fuck with her because of that. And then her one daughter ended up being the same way and didn't fuck with her kids because she felt like death was chasing them. So she survived and passed that mentality down to her daughter. And
Now, her
it
daughter
took
crazy?
her daughter, they thought that her daughter was crazy. Yeah, because her daughter
Yeah.
was thinking the same thing in the same ways that her mother was.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Apple don't fall too far from the tree. Gotcha.
You would know. You would know.
I don't know nothing.
You would know.
Like y'all gonna have to call me on the phone or send me a letter. But then like everything was a threat because like
Phone would have blew up.
see her thing was that she had to stay focused while she was in that cabin. And as long as she stayed focused and there was no distractions, death couldn't fuck with her.
How
She
much
knew.
coffee did she drink?
She had to
I don't
sleep. I
know.
was thinking the
She
same
she
thing.
knew she knew that her days were numbered the minute that she answered that door and it was her great grand or her granddaughter was at that door. She knew at that moment that her days were numbered because she said death is trying to distract me. She was like, what do you mean? She was like, because you're here, you're unexpected, so it's a distraction, so he's gonna start trying to come for me. She said it.
Oh yeah, I
And
would have left.
true.
I would have like, never mind, grandma.
She tried to leave.
Right, she tried to, but the grandmother was trying to give her the book. It was too late because she was already marked because she had stepped outside. So she
Mm-hmm.
basically risked herself to get the message to the rest of the family. Like, look, it's too
Man,
late,
I
you
be
but you
like, you
gotta have
motherfuckers
this
is
information.
smoke.
I can't die without you knowing this. Yeah, hours. Yeah, hours because it happened. Yeah, happened during that visit. She died that day. Right. The day her granddaughter visited, she
Mm.
died in front of her grandmother or in
And it
front of
was
her
funny how she
grandchild.
did it too. She was like, "You don't believe me? Just watch."
She was like, right. She was like, you
Yeah.
don't believe me? Watch this. And watch. 2 seconds later, a fucking thing was a spike or some shit was going straight through her face. Like, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I might want to
She was
watch that
like, you don't
again
believe me?
tonight.
Death's coming? Hold on a second. Don't move. It ain't gonna fuck with you just yet, but it's about to take me out.
Mm.
This sound like this is a little deeper than Final Destination. Sound like a
It's
whole horror movie.
Well,
it
Final
is.
Destination was a horror movie.
Nah, this I'm not. I'm talking about it sound like a traditional, not shit just happening and falling out the sky and you dying type shit. A piano falling from the second floor,
It's
hitting you in
all
the
about the
head, and you
penny.
die.
Okay, well, the piano did fall from the second floor and
It
hit
sure
somebody.
did.
It hit that little boy
Mm-hmm.
who, yo.
Yep.
So you
Damn,
know they got this
Yeah,
I'm
little
cold.
it
saying.
hit
I ain't
penny
even
boy.
seen the motherfucker movie
How
yet. I'm
many of
cold
you
as
see
motherfucker.
pennies on the street and like back in the day used to pick up a penny? I promise you, after
Mm.
you watch this movie, if
Yeah.
you have not seen this movie, you will never look at a penny the same ever again after
Why
you
would I
watch this
live
movie.
and feel like because of a movie?
But he got that penny at the wishing well, didn't he? In
Right,
that
but the dude said,
Yeah, the
you don't
irony
steal
of it.
from the wishing well, that's bad
yep.
luck.
Mm-hmm. That's what he told him.
Right? Don't
See,
steal
he
from the
put
wishing
that
well, that's bad luck.
he put that voodoo on it. That's bad luck. So you tell a
And then
motherfucker that's
at the
bad
top
luck,
of the
like, oh
building,
man,
he
come
the
on.
little boy,
Mm.
that little boy, something like that little boy, like when that piano smashed that little boy, I was not mad. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, he was a
I
little
wasn't
ignorant
mad.
little sickness.
Right, that little mother
He need
snuck
that
his.
Yeah,
shit.
how you
I
Like
gonna
wasn't
tell
goody
a
mad.
motherfucker?
for him.
I was
y'all
he
y'all
thought, and
killing
then
the
he gonna
kid.
push all the grown
And he
folks out
needed
the
to
way.
go.
Talk about kids first,
Yeah.
trying to get out the
Mhm.
building and shit. I was like, you little
AJ,
bastard.
you seen this movie?
Yeah, I
Come
seen
on
it.
up here, man. Take my spot, man.
No,
I don't know
go
nothing
ahead.
about no, no, no,
I'm
hell
trying to
no.
fix my
I don't
batteries.
know. I need to sit right here. I don't know nothing about it. I'm enjoying it just like these people
That little
down
badass little boy. But who and where were his parents during that party?
I don't know. He seemed like he came there alone. He died alone.
Yo, and he died alone. Yup. I don't know, that little badass little boy. He
Mm-mm.
tried to throw the penny after he done stole the penny from the wishing well. And dude
Mm-hmm.
said, "Don't do that. That's bad luck." This motherfucker gonna take that same penny and go up to the observation deck on this tall ass fucking building and get ready to
Mhm.
throw it down. And then the dude comes up to him and says, the same dude that said, "Don't do that" from the wishing well,
Security.
came up to
Mm.
security, goes, "Don't do that. You could kill somebody." He was like, "Oh, he sounded yo, them
So wait,
motherfuckers be
so
sounding so serious.
security
Wait a minute, I got
security was doing
I
his
gotta make
job. That's what he was
I gotta
Right.
doing.
make this point
Mhm.
clear. I gotta make this point clear. AJ,
Yeah.
that motherfucking little boy sounded so sincere on that fucking observation deck about throwing
Oh,
that penny down.
oh yeah, sure. I won't do it. I promise. Oh, of course not.
He sounded so sincere. And then like that's how they do, boy. They be smiling in your face. They be so fucking
Mhm.
sincere. And as soon as you walk away, they go on with that devilness or that devil shit.
Mhm.
Then that's what the
That's how
fuck
they
that little.
do.
That's why when that piano hit him,
Wait,
I didn't
so
feel
can I say
bad.
something? So he caught him on the roof with the penny finna drop it. Why ain't he
Mhm.
just take off his damn security belt and beat the little boy ass? Cause nobody stop
He
him.
couldn't do
They all the
that.
way. They
No,
all the
you
way.
He
couldn't
Yes,
do
you
couldn't do
that.
it.
can.
He couldn't do
Yes, you
that.
Couldn't do that.
can. Yes, you can.
Probably because the little boy was
No.
like,
This
"Oh,
was the
of
60s.
course, I would never
Oh
do
yeah,
that."
that should be acceptable. They was whooping
No,
ass
no,
until when your grandma get you, and when your daddy
not
get you, and when
this.
your
That
mama
was
get you.
black people.
That
This
was
is a
black
white
people.
Yeah,
We talking
man,
about
that's
little
white
a
white
whole
security
boy.
different
guard
type of
with
people.
white little
Yeah.
Right, we
boy.
talking about little white
No.
boy. I ain't doing that. So
But they ain't finna lynch that white man.
he ends up throwing the
They.
penny off of the observation deck, but the penny doesn't even make it to the ground. It gets vacuum sucked in through the ventilation system because the fans or
Mhm.
whatnot. So the turbulence
Yeah.
sucks it in and it goes in and then it jams up one of the fans. And that's how
Yep.
the whole shit and caboodle started. Just a
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
chain reaction from
Penny.
somebody 1 cent. 1 cent is all you thought giving somebody your 2 cent was a lot. Try one.
Mhm.
So
If he
like I
just wouldn't
said,
even mess with the penny to begin with, everything would been fine.
Everything would
like
have
I
been
said,
fine.
one
Mhm.
ass whooping could have stopped the whole damn movie from happening, right?
Yep. And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
at the
yeah.
end,
Okay then, shit.
It really could
and,
have.
and then at the end, what do we see? We see that
That
same
damn penny.
motherfucking penny on the ground, and the old lady sees
Yep.
it and she picks it up. I'm like, thank God
Yep.
it contained that bitch. That fucking penny was like Annabelle, yo. Like it was wreaking havoc everywhere it went.
Mm.
That is see that makes me want to go see it.
Go to a
Makes you
VR
not want
chat.
to see it.
I don't. I said it makes me want to go see it. Now I don't watch
Did
a
you
lot of
hear
scary
any?
movies.
Did you hear anything they
Yes,
said?
I did.
I
Yes,
don't
I
believe you.
did.
I don't believe shit you said. She
They
talking
were
about some
just talking
yeah.
about the bad little
Wow.
boy that just got
And what else was
got
said
hit
20
by a
minutes ago?
damn piano.
That little badass little
Okay,
boy.
That little boy ain't get hit by no piano.
He did. He got
she
smashed
Hold
by
on,
the
hold on, hold
piano.
on, hold on. I was trying to test her.
he just
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
she just said the boy got hit by a piano.
See, I'll
The
see. She
security
said.
guard was on top of the building telling the little boy,
That's all
you
you
know
can
what?
give us.
We're on YouTube. I don't have time for you. Is
Ooh.
that the is that
Ooh. Mr.
is that the
Assistant C. Oh, damn. Here you go. My bad. You can take that right back. There
we
you
done
go.
went to the
I hope
next.
your chair blow up. That dumbass shit
Oops.
you finna say out your mouth.
Who? You?
Uh-uh.
That motherfucker catch on fire.
Yes, but that was
Okay.
good. You guys gave us a lot of information there. So if you have not seen Final Destination, make sure you go out there and check it out. I told y'all some clues on how to get some free tickets the other day going on Prime. Premiere Amazon, I mean Prime dot Premiere Amazon or Prime Premiere dot Amazon, if I'm not mistaken, if you're a Prime Premiere or if you're not a Prime Premiere, Lord Jesus, if you're a Prime user and you have Amazon Prime, you get free tickets to the movie theaters to movies that are on that Amazon Prime may
Oh,
have.
you do? Oh,
Also, the
really?
cinemas are have everything on sale for $1, $2.50, $6 for
How you
six
get them?
movies. Don't I mean just apparently this is a summer deal that's happening. They at the Cinemac, the Pollock, the Hardick. I was supposed to be reposting it onto the Hot 102.3 radio show page. I'll make sure I get
Mm-hmm.
to it so you guys can check it out. But there was a lot of free passes for the movies for the summer going out. All right, all right, all right. But yes, that right there should be on some of y'all bucket lists.
Yeah,
Not all of
definitely
y'all,
check
but
out
folks. Yeah.
Final Destination
Yes,
Bloodlines.
it's
Definitely
awesome. The
check it
movie's
out.
awesome.
Already
And even if
did.
and the special effects also, like the special effects are awesome, so it's definitely worth the watch.
Okay, so what we watching? I mean, what we talking about now?
What else is on the
Y'all ready
list?
for?
We can only talk
We
about what
still.
they've seen.
All
What
right, we
else is
got
on
the
the list?
Shy, we got Raising Canaan, we got Captain America, and the Thunderbolts.
I have not
The
seen Captain
13
America or the
Thunderbolts. What you
Thunderbirds.
said.
The Thunderbolts. I haven't seen that.
Well,
I
pick one.
we've seen the show. Well, I mean, you've seen Raising
Shut
Canaan,
up.
so we can do Raising Canaan because you've actually seen that, and I know because I watched part
Mm-mm.
of it with you.
All
Raising
right, all
Canaan.
right. Well, there you go, Raising Canaan. All right, so you want to go backwards, right? So, because what happened at the end? Were you? What happened
Hmm.
at the end of
Okay, well,
the season
let's
before
just
last?
well, the last season ended with us trying to figure out where Famous
Hmm.
was. That was the
It went to
biggest
Captain
deal.
America on the screen.
Where was Famous and what happened? And in this season, we find out that
You got to change the screen.
Famous Famous was killed and his body has been recovered, and Kanan is on the
You got to
hunt
change the screen.
to find out
No, I'm
who
talking to
took
her.
out his best
No, I
friend.
wasn't talking to you.
So Kanan's trying to figure out who offed his best friend. So he went to, some people on the block and pulled out the strap, and
Ooh, my
they
knee
gave
hurting
him
me.
some false information,
Mm, mm, mm.
and he went to Snap and Pops, and they gave him some misleading information after they kidnapped and killed his girlfriend Crystal. Now, we know Kanan, he's been through a lot and he got this animosity towards his mother, but do you really believe that the way that that episode ended, do you really believe that he shot his mother?
Hold on.
Yeah.
I don't believe he shot his mother. I mean, it would be
You
typical
just went
because
through the
of the
season, is
way.
what it sounded like you just did, correct?
Yeah, I just went to the season and brought it up to where we at right now with him at the end. That's
Yeah,
where we at now.
we were
I
just in the
just
wrong session.
because basically
Huh?
the whole season he was just trying to figure out what happened to Famous,
25.
and Juke caught a body, but we'll get to that part.
I'm gonna let y'all have this show,
Follow me.
and I'm gonna come over
I
here.
will.
Okay, so Raising Canaan. All right. So this season, if we're gonna talk about this season was basically getting to know the relationship between Ra and Canaan. Canaan is growing up. He's getting older. He's trying to build his own empire, trying to get out there on his own. He's feeling some type of way about his mother because he's spoiled, is what I feel like, and he's not getting his way. Things aren't playing out the way he thinks that they're supposed to play out, and his mama is trying to protect them and guide them onto, you know, being in the, I guess, the position that she's in. Eventually, she knows she has to pass this over. Her brothers are coming out of their shell. What's his name? What's his name?
Who, Marvin or
Marvin.
Lou?
Marvin is getting lax again, and he allowing people to make decisions that they shouldn't be. On top of he's making the wrong type of decisions at this moment.
Wait a minute now. Now Marvin coming through on a crunch now, cause like
He is, but see, he
Marvin
said,
coming
but
through on
he
a crunch.
playing with the dude that's playing with his sister. You shouldn't be listening. When he said that the first time he put his foot down, he should have stayed right there. He let that dude play with his brain, and he turned around and told us some other bullshit. And now he got him wrapped up in some other stuff that he wouldn't even been wrapped up in if he wouldn't been trying to go behind his sister back to even go and play with him in the first place. You feel me?
But he
Now he
wasn't going
mad
behind
because
his
he didn't off.
sister's.
Well, basically he
Yeah,
was because his sister didn't know that he was going to go fuck with the plug.
yeah, but it didn't have nothing to do with. It didn't jeopardize her
No,
situation.
it just
So
jeopardized
it's
him. Now he in a
yeah,
situation because of that. If he wasn't
right now
doing
he's
that,
in
he
that
wouldn't have
situation.
accidentally been fucking with the nigga who is fucking with the other nigga who
But
trying to kill his sister.
see the
That's something
thing
he
that
ain't even
Rock.
figured out.
But see the thing that Rock needs to realize is no matter what, like her brothers are gonna stand 10 toes for her, no matter what. And it don't and she knows her brothers. There's no way she should have believed what homeboy said. Like she should have
Well,
never she
right, she
there's no
didn't
way.
believe any of that,
She
but
should
I
not have
mean, you
believed
got to
that
be
shit.
skeptical about what the hell he is saying because of the fact that when she was already being told stuff about it, he didn't come on out the woodwork and say, "Yes, sis, I'm working with the plug, doing certain things to get some money in the background, trying to solidify our spot." One, two,
Yo,
he
she
shouldn't
don't
have been
his
fucking with the
defense,
risky nigga either.
in his defense, Rock don't tell everything that she fucking doing
She's
either.
not
That's
supposed
why
to.
she
She the damn boss.
and he ain't got to. That ain't her child. He just an employee.
No,
He
he
ain't got to
don't.
tell
But
her
when you
everything.
fucking up behind me and I gotta come up and clean your mess up, that's why she was always saying that. I gotta clean your mess. I gotta clean your mess.
Yeah,
Because
but
they
she
looking
didn't
at
have
me
to
like
clean up.
I'm your motherfucking master and I got a dog around here shitting on flows because they don't understand this
And that's
is
the
not where
thing
you're
right
supposed to be.
there. And that's the thing right there because of that attitude where she think that she the master. That's why her brothers are going astray the way that they did. But at the end of the day,
She's
they still
supposed
gonna
to
come
be.
through.
Did you not see
But
the way he snapped on old boy when he tried to tell him that he need to be the master? He was like, "No, don't ever disrespect my sister like that or me. Don't say no shit
right,
like that no more." He okay with her being the master. He just not okay with doing what the fuck he don't want to have to bow down to it. He just want to be on the side, I
right,
guess.
right. They want to be their own men, so to speak. Now with Lou trying to get out of overcome his rehabilitation, like how's that gonna look? Lou picking up a gun again. Like I fear that anybody stepping in Lou's way, like I don't know. But Lou got what's the rapper dude's
Lou is
name?
feeling better. Okay, Lou was in rehab, if y'all don't remember or whatever. He had went down to the hole of depression and stuff because of all the stuff he had been doing. He was trying to clear his soul. He got out recently. He's been doing better with taking care of himself, knowing when and what to do. He went and tried to get with his record label who was offering him a lot of money. He was about to, get some artists up and going and stuff like that. Stuff turned because the artist was still from the hood and
He's
was still
playing
with
in
the
them
shit that
streets.
what his folks was with. So he so happened to end up running back into the same nonsense again. And he's like, you know what? The problem was that I was drinking at first because I was trying to run away from being that type of person, because it made me feel good. Like I literally love shooting motherfuckers dead in the fucking head, and I'm watching them to bleed to death. But I didn't want to be like that. But now that I've done this again, and I'm back down this path, I feel like this is who I'm supposed to be, and I need to just stop trying to run and hide. And so this is basically how this came about. So he came on back out, and he's saying he is his true self. He's a killer, and
Right.
he don't give a damn
Like he a killer.
who
He
he
don't give
got,
a
who
fuck.
he who does what. And the drinking ain't a part of him, but slanging is. So, um, I mean. You can't the storylines that this man got going on right now, it is so surreal. It doesn't even make any sense coming from different neighborhoods and different areas of life that most melanated people come from. The story he is depicting is the life of somebody right now. It's just not put on blast. It's very intriguing to see how these people overcome these things. Now, the way that he has Kanan doing things is crazy as hell, and I'm still trying to figure out. if I'm not mistaken, somebody told me before that this whole story was based off of him. This is supposed to be something about his life, yeah?
Who life?
It's
50 Cent.
it's it's a mix of his
No, it's the
life and
character
some of the
what's it call it? It's the character from what's the dead power?
power. Yeah, but
Yeah,
some of
Kanan.
it,
It was grown in power, and this is the younger version of him. This is
Right.
seeing how
Kanan,
he
that
can.
is girl. Kanan over there was
Yes,
50 Cent.
yeah. That don't mean this shit about 50 Cent. This shit is
No, I'm
about
saying I
yeah,
thought
no,
that
no.
I was told that the synopsis of this show and stuff was about him. That's why I said some of this
yeah,
stuff
about
is
the
fictional,
character he
some of this
played.
is
About the character he played.
Right,
yeah.
it's about the
He
character
never
he
knew his
plays.
mother. That's why his grandparents had him when he was little.
He did too know his mother.
He ain't grow up with her. How much you gonna know when you a baby about your mama?
His mother, he knew about his mother. He knew about his mother and had a relationship with his mother until his early teens, until she was murdered.
I wasn't
He
there.
d-
I just what I was told. Look,
That's no,
he
media
that's what
say
he
he
it.
was told.
like he did
Um,
live with his grandparents, but his mother was slinging. So no, he didn't live in the house with his mother. But his mother, was sending them money and, you know,
yeah, I
making sure
remember
he
hearing
knew how to
something
defend.
like that
Yeah,
about his story, and he was like, "This
yeah.
is somewhat of a depiction of what that is." Okay, well, I mean, if that's the case, then he is putting a very great show on about what it is that he was going through and things of that sort. And I like the whole synopsis. Now, what I'm not understanding is how he this last episode has Kanan off the hook like this, and he's really believing that his mother is the devil and that she has
Fuck
done
my
something to
mother.
all of these people.
Fuck
Like
my
just
mother.
because I mean, he don't understand it. And that's why she ain't been trying to explain a whole lot of stuff to him. Because every time she do, he's still very not understanding. He's like, I don't care. You shouldn't have did. You shouldn't, baby.
He's
You was
right.
a child.
He's
You was not getting
because
why I'm
he's
having to do things.
because he's basing everything off of that first murder, off that first thing. He's basing
Well, then
everything
what she
off of the
trying to
first
tell him
time
is, I might as well have let them go ahead and
Well,
take you through
well,
there. They
well,
was about to kill
the
you.
because they
worst
was
part
gonna
about it
kill
was
him.
they
Right,
drove around with that damn body and took it to a campsite, and then she made him bury the motherfucker. Yeah, I got a problem with you, bitch. You
Bro, it
crazy?
was supposed to be you. What you want from me?
right.
Supposed to be me?
But she had to
It
prove
was
a
not
point
you. I'm talking
though.
about him.
Like she
He
had
Oh,
to
was
prove a
supposed to
point.
be him. They was trying
Like,
to
cause
kill
that was
him.
supposed to be you. Yeah, that's your homeboy. But that was supposed to be your ass. Because I told you not to do such and such. And I also told you to do such and such, not do that, and to do this. And you did the total opposite of what I said.
that's
And
And
what
you
this
put
is
kids.
the
him,
That's
result.
what
And this
kids
is the
do.
result.
yes, and
But you
you
have
done
to
put you
remember
and your
what
friend in jeopardy. So now I have to
right,
choose in
right.
between
And I
you
had to
and your
make a
friend.
choice. Right. I
Right,
had
and
to
you
make a
could have kept
choice.
it clean and not had me involved. Took care of my dirt and said, "Little nigga, you owe me one," and never told me about it.
Well, that ain't how she
But
did
you
it.
kept asking.
Right. That ain't how she did it.
Well,
That's how he got told.
sometimes
He
you gotta
kept
pop a
asking.
motherfucker in the mouth and tell him, "Shut the fuck up, go
Somebody
clean your
told him.
motherfucking room."
Somebody else told him. And then she
Yeah,
just
but
went
you
on and admitted it and was like, yeah, I had to do what I had to
right, well,
do.
right, I had to.
Oh, you talking
Because
about
if not, it
the
would be
oh my
you.
ups nigga?
Yeah, whoever that was,
No,
yeah.
That's his
yeah.
daddy.
Yeah,
No,
he
not the
had to
Omar
kill.
Epps singer. She told him about him too, but no, the first best friend that he is that she killed. That he keep hollering
Yeah,
about D Mark,
Oh,
D Mac,
hey,
whatever
wait.
it was.
D
You
Mac
know
or
some
whatever his
wild
name
shit
was.
though? When she tried to get Kanan to kill that nigga, kill his own daddy.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Now that
Yeah.
was foul. I couldn't stand my fucking mother for that either. You
Well,
know
I
what I'm saying?
mean, he shot him. He attempted to kill him because he definitely put a bullet in him. He just ain't kill him. And
This
then
this
Rock put his ass down in
this
front of
this
him.
because he was iffy. Look how he was carrying himself. He may or may not snitch. One minute he on their side, next minute he over here looking like he about to grin and tell him everything. What did you doing?
Yeah,
All
cause
right.
cause
So
he got
what do
too
you
much
do in
shit
them
that he
type of
got to cover.
situations? You got to kill your firstborn.
Mm.
I
Kill
mean,
your
yeah, and
Now
firstborn.
you on some
this was
biblical
what
shit
she
now.
right shit. I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
got to kill him. I mean, take him out and make another one. Shit.
No, we ain't doing no.
She was
No.
fucking
50
what's that
got
nigga
this
name?
thing. 50 got
Not
this
ASAP
thing
Rocky.
with
What's his
his
name?
shows. 50 got this thing where his shows where he likes to show the child putting their parent down. We've seen Tommy do it when he killed his father.
Didn't he kill his
We've
mama
seen
too?
Tommy ain't kill his mother. Tommy's mother's alive.
Oh, he should have probably killed her. No, he killed his
To-
girlfriend.
right,
That's
he
Yeah.
what.
killed his girlfriend.
Yeah.
But we saw Tommy kill his mother. We saw Tariq kill his father.
Father.
We
Yeah.
saw Kanan kill his son. You know what I'm saying? So are we gonna see Kanan also kill his mother? Like we already seen Kanan kill his son. Are we really
I
gonna
mean,
see
you heard,
Kanan
it
kill his
sound
mother
like
too?
that's what just happened. We heard it. We didn't see it. But he
I
was
don't
sitting up there hollering about, I'm tired of your shit, and bow, and
right,
then it go off. Oh, no,
right.
bro. Bring that
We
shit
did
back.
we didn't
You
see
gonna
it. We
wait. The
didn't
crazy
see it.
part,
And
you
like
watch
they
all that
say,
shit when I was out of town. That's crazy.
one thing that we
Bring
do
that
know
shit
Damn.
back.
Trying to
is
Well,
set
that
you
if you
look.
up.
don't see a
She
body
thinking
Yeah.
about you the whole
on that
time.
series, if you
Be
don't see a
careful.
body, you can't count
Man,
it dead.
Talking about some
that
man.
shit was
We have
crazy.
learned
I
that.
was just like, no, wait a minute.
Hey, give it up for 50 Cent, man. That motherfucker he
Right, you
amazing
got
with
to
this
give it up
shit.
for
I
him
mean, he doing
Yeah.
it.
because,
He doing it.
baby, because I've been watching since been watching. Now, him, Issa Rae, Tyler Perry, got to give it up for him.
That nigga wear dresses.
I don't care. The dynamic of the things that they put out for entertainment and media is very
Have y'all
contagious.
seen that Rakadushi shit?
No, do you?
That's
It's
my
Oh
very
show.
yeah.
contagious.
That's
This
my
is where I
show.
get
It is
off.
very
Ruthless. Thank you. Hey, this is the first time me and her agree with something.
come on with
That's
it. You
my
gotta have
show.
all types. Yeah, that's a
Oh, you want me to come up there with the Rakadushi? Come on, I do it. I do it.
we ain't got recognition right now.
Nah, we gonna do the Rakadushi. Come on.
Y'all want to talk about the
You
recognition
want
right
to talk
now?
about the Rakadushis? Anybody?
I don't
They're gay.
girl for real.
That's my show
I'm
there.
tired of him.
What's up, my boy?
We want to
Not
bash
much.
the Rakadushis. I could do that. We bashing the
Yeah.
Rack. Okay.
I ain't
all
never
Can't bash
seen
the
a bunch of.
Rakadushi.
Hey, them niggas ain't even wash up.
Okay,
I
so
don't
Come
if
on now.
anybody
I
don't
am the
know what the
highest.
Rackaducious is,
Come
let's
on
bring it
now.
all back. It's called Ruthless, okay? It's one of Tyler Perry's sitcoms, or not sitcoms because they don't laughter and things that TV series that he has. How many seasons is it right now? About 6? Is it about
Yeah,
6? I think
roughly
it's about
6.
6. It's about this cult.
Don't fist pump
This
for that
man who
bullshit.
was in the prison. This man who was in prison who
Oh.
formed a damn cult, okay? And he had all these people thinking that they are in paradise. They living in trailers out on this
Mm-hmm.
land that he didn't put together. He's taking them out of all of their money. They put all of their money and invested into it. He laces them with what
All
He was
kinds of
lacing his
with
drugs.
goddamn
dust
self.
and all
Shit.
type
Yeah.
of stuff in there. He's
Yeah.
a druggie and he's bipolar and psychotic. They keep him calm with drugs inside the food, and so as the people. At any point in time, he has this bomb made of juice that will kill everybody in the compound if he thinks that the government is coming to take over. When I say this shit is crazy, it is crazy.
Wasn't that
He
Jim Jones
also
who did that?
likes
Yeah,
to
Jim
Jim Jones.
Jones.
spread
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's right.
himself through the compound, through the
Melon
men
Guyana.
by sexually assaulting all the men in the compound and then making the men sexually assault the women later on down the line. He uses the kids as army grenades and war
Human shields.
human shields and yeah. Did I sum up all the shit around it?
And
I
y'all been
remember it
watching
now.
this
Okay,
shit.
well,
Now,
let's
the
get
Y'all been
into
reason
it
why
then.
watching
I
this.
like the show, and let me give you that much, is because it's not because of what he does, it's because of what the other people do breaking free from the nonsense after they wake up. That's
Right.
what I like. Their struggle of how they're going to get out and break
It's a
free
different
from all of
perspective.
the drama they're actually trapped in now because of a
Right.
bad mistake or a bad decision. That's what
Mhm.
intrigues me about the show. Now, go ahead, Dash.
I don't.
Okay.
I
I
couldn't stand
still
none of them
can't get.
die
I
lines.
can't.
Them die
I
lines. Couldn't stand none of them motherfuckers.
What's his name? What's the
Daikons.
Daikon? There you
Oh,
go.
my fault. I called them die
Daikon.
line.
Daikons.
Die line. Die line.
Daikons.
Daikon. Yeah, I couldn't stand none of them motherfuckers, man, because they were weird. They were down for
Yeah,
it.
they will.
They were down for anything. Sick to my stomach.
The highest was having threesomes.
That's right, with the guys,
the-
guys
with
and the
the
girls.
guys.
Yep. And
They was
that's what
giving
made
him
it.
everything, bathing him like he was a king,
Mm-hmm.
feeding
Yeah, I
him.
kind
He
of
the only
got
person. He the
into
only
it
person got
watching
washed
that
up.
other show. What was
And
the
he
other
had
show
Yeah.
with the president? Because it kind
Oh,
of rolled over
the
into it.
Oval. The
the
Oval.
Yeah,
Yes,
Oval.
they're
That was a
connected.
yeah,
good
They're
show too.
connected.
I like that.
They're
yeah. They
connected.
Those are
connected.
connected.
Yes, the boy, the butler or whatever, his
His
Butler's
wife,
son
son
has
his
a
son
is
is
Ruth's
child there.
mama's
messing
baby
with his
mama.
Yeah.
Ruth baby. Yeah, yeah. I like
Mhm.
that. I like that. They gave me the idea of, when we're doing our shows and stuff like that on how to conjoin them, bringing the characters in and out and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool as hell. I was like, okay, so it
Now,
makes you have to go
now,
watch something else.
for me, I got a confession. When I
What?
Uh-oh.
moved out here, it was not my fault. She made me watch that shit, and that's how I got here on this show. Talking to you
I
now.
thought you were gonna say you're part of a cult.
Hell no.
And Southside, you watched that show?
Man, that shit was crazy in the motherfucker, man. All that shit was crazy.
It,
What
it
what
Can't.
is
I
show?
don't
crazy,
know.
but
There's
that's what
certain
makes it
things
so
that I
That
just
cool.
presidential
can't.
shit you talking about, the
Oh,
connections,
The
the
Oval?
Oval.
Rakadushi,
Yeah, the Oval was
all
off
that
the
shit.
chain.
Oh, that was a wild one. That first episode, boy. Woo.
Then that white boy, the I guess
Kyle,
secret agent, he was just
Kyle.
killing motherfuckers and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
that's
didn't
his
give a
name,
fuck.
He
Kyle.
he
Yeah, he
just
gets
suppressed because he gay.
Right.
Yeah, and he's sleeping with the what was it
The state,
The
the
chief of
state, the
staff.
the
state, yeah, chief of
chief of
staff.
staff. Yep, chief of
Yep.
staff.
Right, who was beating on his wife, and she
Yeah,
Oh
was
boy.
fucking security guard.
yep. Who's gay? Who is gay
Baby, right?
also?
Who is gay also? Well, I don't
Oh
even know if he gay.
Lord,
He
have mercy.
bisexual
No,
or
he's bi.
something.
He goes both
Yeah,
ways.
he
Yeah,
Yeah, he
he
goes
go
both
one
bisexual.
ways.
way.
Yeah.
Y'all give him a pass? Never mind.
Well,
Yeah, he go both
well,
ways.
it's not
But
a pass if you cross over, you
ruthless.
cross over.
Texas, Nikki,
So
y'all
far
y'all
though,
watch this shit? Y'all got something to say?
ruthless. So far though, Lacey is
You talking
is my
about
We
character.
watched it, but we
Habitat.
ain't got nothing to say.
Say, Lacey is my character. I like the fact that she wanted to, that the fight that she had within her to get the hell up out of there and tell them that she didn't believe, and she kept trying to tell them, "No, you're not finna. No, I'm not doing it. What's going on? What you?" And they kept
Mm-hmm.
trying to tell her, "Be quiet. You're gonna die." And then at the end, the last episode, I just watched her as she set her damn self on fire. I was like, "Oh man, I really thought
Yeah.
she was gonna get out of there."
Wait, is that the one who had the numbers to the code and got her foot caught
Yeah,
up in
and
that damn
yes,
trap?
yes,
Yep.
She was
yes,
gonna do that shit anyway. I already knew that. I was waiting on her to kill herself
yes.
because she couldn't get out. She couldn't get out. Every
And
time
the
she
only
tried,
people
she
that
almost
seem that
died and
got out,
everything.
the only people that seem to got out so far were the two guards. One
It's
was
people that got
castrated, the
out, but
other
they
one was
motherfucking
blinded.
ass came back. I'm trying to figure out why.
So they
Because it's
actually have
enough of
new
that.
seasons of this
Because they
still
liked
out?
it. That's why.
Yeah.
They like that weird
Right.
shit.
Kept trying to come back to about the money. Fuck the money. Get me up out of here. I would have been over the
Mm-hmm.
money after a while.
First off,
They
it ain't
wasn't there
enough
for the
money
money.
that they trying to get that. Yeah, they was there to get to the highest. They wanted some of the highest, and the highest
Yeah.
was freakiest motherfucking pill popping, snorting,
Mm-hmm.
They
Man,
wanted some
What
guillotine.
ashwagandha.
about Elder Mother? Elder
I
Mother
oh
could.
my
one.
gosh.
I wish
Elder Mother,
somebody would
she's
have
the truth.
punched her ass up.
Mm.
Root.
Root. It's Ruth, motherfucker. Root. I couldn't stand that.
You're the highest root. Root,
And
you're not pregnant, Root.
And then all of a sudden the baby started kicking in her damn stomach. Like how? Well, we know
Mm.
how, but
Daikon got her
you,
pregnant. I bet you money.
you know what? I bet the first Dagon, the
Yeah, the
Dylon.
first
I'm gonna call him
Daikon, the
Dylon.
one.
I'm calling him
Mm.
Dylon.
You're gonna
Hey, could you pour me
Daikon.
some juice over there? I don't know. Whatever you drinking.
You want some of that Rakadushi juice?
No, I don't want none of that shit.
Recadouche
That right there, have a nigga act up right there. I'm cool on that shit.
You wrong for that one.
juice.
We're going to meet the Rakadushi today.
I
Drink
hated
some
her.
of
You
the
sound just
juice.
like her ass. And she was so black and ugly. Look, like you sure is ugly, bitch. I wanted to jump through the town TV and punch the ass. What's that?
How many seasons has this show gotten?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Um,
Wayne, about 6?
I
Let me
think
look
it's
and
6.
see. Yes. How many? Let me see.
Hey
I'm
Siri,
checking.
how many series of Ruthless is out right now?
Siri don't want to even talk about that shit.
I'm not
Seriously
gonna tell
disgusting.
you. You don't need to
Five.
know. Just come inside.
5.
It's
Mm.
5.
She was
5.
pissed
Okay.
when they kicked her out that kitchen, though. Oh,
Oh
she was
heck
mad.
yeah.
You don't
Mhm.
It's
want
my
me in the
kitchen, Root.
kitchen.
Right. Okay. So
Go
yeah,
kick
mother,
her.
elder mother, she runs the kitchen. She also
Supreme
runs
the
the
mother.
women. She also helps and take care of the highest.
Mm.
Wait. She also got a stinky cooter. Okay,
Yeah.
cause
That's
cause
what
cause
they
the
said.
cause Dialine went down on her.
Oh
Oh
Study
yeah,
my.
he
Dialine,
did.
and he threw up. He couldn't
Ooh.
stand that shit. That bitch.
Well,
I
how
told you,
often do you see her going to go
nobody,
take a bath?
none of them washed up.
They be in that outside shower next to the porta potty.
Mm.
I ain't seen that episode where they
Now see,
washed.
'cause that's where what's his name? River is always checking out the men at the shower.
Oh, that little funky ass shower. That
Yeah,
probably
it
got
looked like
piss
a
in the
Right.
little.
water.
Yep.
Yeah. Nah, I'm cool on that one. Yeah, that damn security guard was always watching that. Oh,
Yep.
nasty motherfucker. You know what? This is
Yeah,
I never thought
5.
we'd be talking about this shit.
Tyler Perry nasty
Let's
as
get on with
fuck.
the show.
All right.
What's up?
So
What's that?
what? Okay, we were just talking about Raising Cain. Canaan. We done
Mhm.
with them.
Are we?
Y'all said all you gonna say about what happened that season. Anybody else got any more comments on them?
Well,
Anybody
what
else
y'all
watch
think
it?
happened at the end?
I think he shot in the air, or somebody shot in the air. I just don't think he shot his mama. I just know that
I
that ain't
think
what he
I
just did.
I think
I
somebody
think somebody
stopped
was
them.
I think somebody was in the house coming in the window or something behind her
And that's what he
and
shot at.
he shot. Yeah. That's what
Yeah,
I think.
cause what's her name? Juke. Juke
Yeah.
was trying to call somebody, but they never let us know who it was.
Right.
Oh, it was sad when that
I
white girl
assume
died that
that
she was
Juke was trying.
fucking with.
Yes.
It was
Oh
sad.
yeah.
Oh,
Nicole.
Final
Juke,
Destination. I just
yeah,
saw that yesterday.
Juke was a bull dagger.
You did?
Yep,
Ain't no was
Yeah, we were
is.
just talking about that.
Oh yeah, he is.
that was gory.
Yeah. Them two right there though. I want to see where he carrying them two at.
Y'all
Now
talking
they
to
done
each other?
came out the background. Who is it? What you call them? Them
Girl, ain't thinking about you.
the two old people. What's
Oh
going
yeah,
on,
I don't
lady?
like them no more.
Yeah, that couple. Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah,
I think they with the
Oh,
shit.
snack and pop.
Yeah,
Snap and pop.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. They with the shit now. They wasn't like that at first. You feel me? They had them in the
Mm.
background. Now that they done came out to the forefront, they with the shit. I'm like,
Yeah, her
um,
wig needs to get peeled back.
right.
I think
It's
you're
fake.
gonna
She
find
sat there
out.
and did that to that girl like that though. I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I couldn't
I
believe
think
that
that
she
they're gonna
shot her.
find Kanan gonna find out that Snap and Pop.
Right.
She
I
gotta
hope we
find out they
find
did
out that
that.
they the people that killed famous and killed her and killed somebody else
Right.
is them.
I
And
ain't,
then
I
they
ain't,
blaming
I
the shit on
ain't,
your mama.
I ain't seen all of it. Thanks for telling me. Famous is dead.
Yeah, famous is
You
dead.
ain't no
I don't want.
famous
I
is
don't. I
dead.
don't want. I don't want to hear that. Cause you want to know why? I didn't get a chance to finish watching all that other shit because something happened and we couldn't continue to watch shit. So I'm here now.
Yeah. Okay.
Keep current, okay? You can't be on this show. We already put
Have
You
out the,
fun.
can't
the
tell
alert.
me what the fuck to
You
do.
cannot be on this show if you're
You
not ready for the
can't tell
I
spoilers.
know.
me what
You
the fuck
ready?
to
So
do.
you come on and tell us about this Captain America.
Mm.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new sheriff in town. Now, if everybody knows, Steve Rogers went through that time machine. That what it wasn't really a time machine. It was
Oh,
I
my
forgot what they
phone.
called it, but he basically a
That's
time
the
machine.
poster I have at work that I was
And
talking
he
about.
actually went and seen the lady
She's
that he
going to
used
sit
to
in the
mess
car,
with.
baby.
And what happened was he wanted to stay there. So he lived his little life out. And when he came back, when they finally found him, he was an old man.
Take the
Mm.
He
keys,
wasn't
Bree.
the young Captain America no more because he sacrificed everything he had to be with the lady that actually passed away. So In this new Captain America movie, they was looking for somebody new, so they decided to give it to Falcon. Falcon was the first one up, and they gave him a suit that kind of resembled Captain America. He still had the Falcon wings. He was still Falcon in the whole everything. But the thing is, the difference between him and Captain America, and you have to get his Falcon his props because he has no superpowers.
Right.
He is a regular human that is very intelligent. I mean, highly intelligent, knows how to deal with tech, knows how to talk to tech, and knows how to make tech move without having to put his hands on it. Basically, something like a Tony Stark's but a black version. And what caught my eye was the day he was training to be Captain America, and he was throwing the shield. And you remember how Captain America threw the shield and it came back?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Every time he threw the shield tried to kill him because he didn't know how to control it. He didn't have the magnetic thing either. So in my eye, for him to gain control over that shield and to have the mantle of Captain America put on him, he is
Mm-hmm.
the best Captain America to me because he didn't take the super soldier serum. So he's not like a mutant, I guess you could call it, or a laboratory specimen. He is actually all human, just smart, and he takes upon the role of being Captain America, and that's heavy. That's some heavy shit right there. If you don't
Not
have no power,
alone, he's going against the grain too because he's getting the hate because he's not white, plain and simple.
You took.
And
yeah,
everybody's
yeah.
hating
Yeah,
against him.
they better get up off him.
So the one of the first scenes that he had to do was to take down a group of people, him and his sidekick. Now he has a little Falcon, so he has somebody take his position while he's Captain America, and they fight these people. It's like some type of Russian army or some shit, and it was this super nigga in there, and he was like, "Hey, you're not the real Captain America," and he started fucking Falcon up. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, Captain America. He started fucking the new Captain America. I mean, whooping his ass. But Captain
Mm-hmm.
America got a couple moves too, and he got tired of it. Even though the dude was stronger than him, and his suit does not give him the capabilities to be as strong as everybody else, but it gives him the capabilities to soar, fly, take a hit too, but not to really administer too much strength because he is who he is. He doesn't have the super serum, but dude talks so much shit, but he ended up beating him at the end, right? It was cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, where we at? So he had another incident where, okay, so what you all probably didn't know is there was an original Captain America before Steve Rogers. Now I
Mm-hmm.
can't recall his actual name, but he's a black guy. So in the Tuskegee Airmen, they had experiments, right?
Yes.
So he was a part of some of that somewhere down the line, and everybody died except for him. So he is the original first super soldier, and he wore the Captain America everything, and his shield was like triangular almost, you know. But anyway, they framed him for something. He went to jail, and then he finally gets out, and he trains the new Captain America how to be Captain America without the super serum. Somewhere down the line, they all get invited by the president to come out, which is Harrison Ford. The president invites the original Captain America, the black guy, the new Captain America, and the new Falcon. Invites all three of them to come to a presidential ceremony. So he pulls the new Captain America into the office, and he says, I want you to start the new Avengers." Now, if everybody knows, the Avengers have been dismantled after the Thanos situation,
Mm-hmm.
Tony dying, so there is no more Avengers. Everybody went their way. They don't have a Tony Starks to lead them anymore. So the president asked the new Captain America, like, "Hey, I really want you to lead this group." He was like, "I don't know about that. You want me to get the group back together?" He said, "Get the group back together. Do what you need to do." So the ceremony is going on. The original Captain America, the black guy, the first one, the first black guy, his phone does some funny shit and it starts flickering. Now, if you know how old people are with this new technology, they don't know how to use none of this shit, right? So he's asking
Mm-hmm.
the new Falcon, "Hey, could you help me with this phone?" And he like, "All right, I'm gonna show you how to take a picture on here and all this other shit." All that man know how to do is answer the phone and hang it up. That's how old people are. So his phone does some shit where it started flashing, and the flashing was like some type of code to make him snap, and everybody else in that room to snap. They tried to kill the president right then and there. And then by the time he's fucking the president up and all that, he shot at him. He's fucking everybody else up. The president is safe now, so he takes off running. This big black nigga just running, and then they pull out guns on him, and he snaps out of it. He like, what the fuck happened? So the new Captain America was like, hey, just surrender. I'll take care of this. So the old Captain America surrenders. He goes to jail, but he said, I can't do jail no more. I did jail all this time and I can't do it no more. So he said, just do it for me and I'm gonna get you out. They lock him up. The new Captain America goes into the office with the president and says, what the fuck is going on? Blah, blah, blah. The president like, man, get the fuck out of here. Fuck you, fuck them new Avengers, and fuck that old Captain America nigga. It's all me. I don't give a fuck about nothing. Now the plot twist to all this, right? If you know anything about these Avenger movies, they all go rogue after a while just to figure out what the fuck really happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
They always end up wanted and all this other shit, right? So the new Captain America wanted to figure out how the original Captain America, the black guy, the first Captain America, who set him up. And it was a line of motherfuckers that set him up, but it was one person behind everything, Megamind. I think that's his name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Megamind. So Megamind is an experimental human. He was a human that was experimented in a laboratory, and his superpowers is predicting what could happen next. So if all you all are sitting in this room and I'm Megamind, I can predict how I'm gonna set all y'all up, and I'm gonna use all y'all to set each other up, and it happens like that. And the craziest part about it, Nikki, I'm gonna tell you how you set Texas up, and you could tell Texas that, oh yeah, he said it's a 70% chance that I wouldn't kill you, and it's a 30% chance that you would kill me. I told you this. I told you how this shit was gonna happen. So anyway, so Captain America and the new Falcon, they go off into rogue, and they wasn't supposed to do that. But the president is now like, I need them niggas found now. Find them. And if you don't find them, when you do find them, bring them dead or alive in so many words, right? He wanted to stop them from finding out what's really happening because the president is actually a part of this shit.
As always.
But not in the way you think. The president is actually dying. Before he became the president, he was General Ross. The General Ross is the one who hated the Hulk because the Hulk was dating his daughter, but the Hulk was Bruce Banner at the time dating his daughter. So he wanted to kill off the Hulk. You know what I'm saying? To it's some macho shit,
Right.
just to become the Hulk. It's crazy, ain't it? So Megamind in that laboratory took General Ross before he became the president and was feeding him in increments these pills to keep his heart together. But whole time it had gamma radiation in there. So by the time the new Captain America and the new Falcon found out, they went to that laboratory, they found everything that was right there, and they was like, wow, this shit go all the way to the top. So Megamind was there like, hey, well, his name ain't Megamind, that's somebody else. What that nigga name is? Megamind from a whole different movie, man.
Let me figure it out. I'll get you in a second. I'll
That's
tell
what
you
I
it is.
thought. I was gonna say, but some of these movies be
You
cross.
weren't listening, no way. Be
Cross.
quiet.
I was listening, but I'm just like, I know Megamind is the blue big headed.
Yeah, my fault. It wasn't Megamind. What's it?
So
Same
I thought
motherfucker damn
maybe
name.
it was, and I
Same
just don't
motherfucker.
know what the hell I'm talking about. Shit. Okay, so you saying this black man right here? What's his name?
What's who name?
The black man that's in the picture.
The one hold the AK?
Up there.
Anthony Mackie.
Oh, that's Captain.
Anthony
Yeah,
Mackie,
that's
yes.
Captain America.
That's the new one, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, well, let's make it even easier. The guy under him, just next to Harrison Ford,
Right.
is the new Falcon.
Got you. They look like Danny Glover for some reason.
Where at?
At the bottom.
Ain't no damn Danny Glover.
I'm sorry. That's what it
Where you see Danny Glover at?
She's she just be like, she like to talk. That's all. And I love her. She love to talk. That's all. You know, Danny,
Oh
Danny,
shit!
Danny could never. But
He
anyway,
said that look like Danny Glover. Who?
whoever the supervillain is, he actually was protecting Harrison Ford. He was actually okay. In order for him to get free, he had to help Harrison Ford cure his disease, right? So they had an agreement, but the whole time, like I told you, this motherfucker thinks 10 steps ahead. He was planting gamma radiation inside of the soon to be president so he can unleash him on the world because he couldn't stand General Ross. So he was trying to unleash something new onto the world and show everybody who the general really was, right? So Falcon and them get back and they're trying to warn the president, like, hey, we know what the fuck going on. But before they could, um, you remember that shit I was telling you about with the cell phones? It happened again with some Japanese fighters, fly fighters. I don't know. They was in jets. Okay, so they was going. They was like the Japan and America was supposed to have a truce, so they was coming together to do the vibranium thing. But whole time the president stole the vibranium, which comes from Wakanda, and he didn't know that it was stolen, but the Japanese people did. So they broke the truce. We don't want to fuck with you. We declaring war on you. So now the cell phone should happen again, and now the American jet fighters are shooting at the Japan people, the Japanese people, and it wasn't supposed to happen like that. So here comes Captain America and the new Falcon. They're trying to stop everything, and the general get with the president gets a phone call from the mastermind motherfucker, and he like, yeah, you know it's me, man. He like, man, how you get this number? Don't worry about that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, you ain't kill me, but I'm gonna kill you. And the president started tweaking, and he started getting bigger and shit. And then he had to control himself, and then dude on the phone like, yeah, go ahead, get bigger, show everybody who you really is. So somehow he controlled it. Okay, thank you. Somehow he controlled it, and while he was controlling it, Captain America and them had to do all this fighting against the Jets, and the new Falcon ends up hurt and injured and damn near died. And by the time they could really find, by the time he could actually get there to talk to the president and tell him, I need to take you somewhere because it's not safe for you to be here. This guy's after you. What happens is the president goes to make a speech, and as he's making this speech, that's when the mastermind person or of all this. He's kind of green, and his brain is bulging out his head. So you understand where I'm coming from with the mastermind. So what happens is he actually takes to General Ross, and he goes and he's like he's finna set him off. So when he sets him off, Captain America comes up and said, "What are you doing here?" He said, "You're gonna see in a second." So the the president starts getting upset, and he just hulked the fuck out, and he becomes the Red Hulk. Now, if anybody knows anything about the Red Hulk, he gets mad just like the Green Hulk, but instead of just like raging, this man can melt shit. He could touch you and melt you because the more he gets angry, the hotter he gets. So they start shooting him. Blase Skippy. So we're gonna get to the end. So now it's the Falcon, aka Captain America, versus the Red Hulk, and I don't even know how this nigga won this fight. He got his ass whooped, got his wings tore off, and he told him like, "Hey man, let me talk to you, man. We can stop all this foolishness and all this bullshit, man. You calm the fuck down, man. It ain't that serious. Remember your daughter." And then when he said that, he started calming down. And they locked his ass up, and now they have him in a facility, which Red Hulk will be back eventually. I don't know why the fuck they casted Harrison Ford as the Red Hulk. I would never understand that shit. But that's the movie right there.
Is the guy's name the Master Manipulator?
We gonna call him that.
He's played by Tim Blake Nelson.
If the nigga brain is bulging out his head, that's him.
Yeah, the green dude.
Yeah. Master Manipulator.
Well,
And that is a Captain America movie. Now, if you don't believe me, go watch it. I left out a lot of shit.
Yep, watching it right now. Again.
You left out a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Oh
How is
shit.
Yeah,
that
he-
possible?
I don't know.
I left out a
Right,
lot of
because he
shit.
said a lot of shit, didn't he?
Yeah,
Ooh-wee, I
he
thought you told that was the whole movie.
did.
That was nah, it wasn't the whole movie. You still
It
missing
felt
some
like it
shit.
because I was sitting here falling asleep like I would if I was watching it.
Great.
What?
I only got to worry about me coming back on this motherfucker.
Y'all some haters.
That ain't. I'm taking my ass
I
over
like-
to the New Horizon Movie Company where they shoot
I
real
like that, though.
movies.
So it makes me want to watch it.
You ain't gonna watch that.
I'm
shit,
gonna
bro.
watch
I'm gonna
Captain
watch
America. I never watched Captain America before, but I want to
Right.
see that one.
All right, I want to see that. That looks very interesting. All right. So last but not least, we got the Shy.
Oh,
That's what I
we
said. I'm
gonna
gonna
do
start
this.
watching.
Yeah. I hope y'all
Mhm.
know what's going on because I'm ready to go to bed.
Uh-uh.
You
I
try
put you to
to
sleep.
Well, I mean, I got a new schedule, so I'm up at 4:30 in the morning now.
Who didn't watch the Shy?
Who didn't
It
watch
got
The
Who
real
didn't
Shine?
watch
weird.
the
It got
show?
real
Who ain't
weird
watch
I
it?
after a
didn't.
while, man.
I never seen. I never watched
You ain't
it.
seen it?
Mm-mm.
Nobody out there has ever seen The Shy?
I seen
Yeah,
the
we watched
commercials and a
it.
little couple of clips, but I never watched it.
I
You
watched
guys
it, but
are
I
missing.
haven't seen this new episode.
Okay, so the new episode starts off. Okay, well, maybe we need to go back. Okay, so
Okay.
if you've never watched The Shy is a show about some various families, that's what we'll say, various
Yep.
families that live on the south side of Chicago, and they all come with their different collective backgrounds and luggage.
Pissy.
Um, just like any uh TV show that has to do with Chicago, this is they try to make this show
Except for
as
that shit with Nick
truthful.
Cannon. That shit was terrible.
Yeah, it was. But
Excuse me.
this one, just like with any shy or show that's like a street show, you know you got that gangster, but unfortunately this gangster that's in this show, The Shy, he's also into politics and he wants to be the mayor, and this is Duda. And
Right,
Duda got
dude.
his hand in everything, and Duda wants to control everything.
Right.
So season
Mm.
in season 1, we're introduced to this group of children um that consists of Kevin, Papa, and Jake, these three boys. And pretty much the whole
They're
series,
best friends.
right? The whole series, it just seems like it's becoming more of a coming of age story for them because you're watching these three young men and their girlfriends. And I don't mean like girlfriends as in they're dating, but their friends that are females and their girlfriends. You
Mm-hmm.
watch them coming up in the middle of all of this chaos and turmoil and trying to figure out how to stay alive, stay educated, and get the fuck out
Mm-hmm.
alive, no
The
less.
kids grow up on the set.
Right.
Yeah, the kids definitely grow up on the set. The kids definitely grow up on the set. So you've got Jake. Jake is the younger brother of two hustlers. Okay, and the more you watch the show, you'll be introduced to his brother because his one brother is Reggie is introduced in the beginning, then he gets killed, and then there's an introduction to his second brother that actually his second brother, what's the dude's name? He comes from he was on that show Star. He played
Um,
the one that got homegirl
Luke.
pregnant. Yeah, Luke something.
Luke
Luke
James.
whatever. Luke James. There it is. Luke James. So he's on the show. And then we've got Tiana Taylor's ex-husband, was on the show for this previous season, but he was killed. Um, he was on the show, I think, a total of 2.5 seasons. Um, the show has
Well,
what's his name? Vladimir. Vladimir.
You said
Jacob
Jacob.
Vladimir. Jacob Vladimir, yeah.
Hmm.
Show has Jacob Vladimir, who also like he just dropped a CD not too long ago, or is about to.
Did you
One or the
hear it?
other. No, I
Okay,
haven't.
you don't fuck with him then.
Yeah, I mean,
You
I
don't need
just
to
know
talk about
that
him. You don't fuck with him.
I know that he dropped. I'm just saying, like for those that do
Who
listen,
is
like
Jacob Lattimore? Anybody heard his music?
Uh-uh.
well,
What his brother?
he's cousin
Mm.
to Kenny, and he's a young man that plays Emmett on the show The Shy. So basically, you got these kids and they're growing up in the middle of all this turmoil, and then you got some of them making deals with drug dealers, some of them making deals with crooked politicians, and whatnot. Um, I
It
think
shows you the life at times of a Chicago kid. Now everything that happens with the grown-ups, that's just extra shit.
that's
But the
just grown
kids
shit. Yeah,
is like they're trying to be innocent in a war zone.
they can't be, but they can't be.
But yeah, and it's like some of them are gonna shoot straight, which maybe out of five kids in Chicago, it's only gonna be two of them that shoot straight, maybe three, and it's gonna be these other two that's gonna join. So that's kind of what kind of happened, but it was just one that kind of stayed in the mix, but he was still cool with the other little kids, but you couldn't tell he was a little kid no more because of the shit that he was into, right?
Then you got Papa, whose father is the neighborhood preacher, and
Mm-hmm.
Papa is true to form, like he is his father's son. But I'm gonna tell you, like the dynamics between those three young gentlemen, like it wouldn't. Papa holds the group together. He keeps them grounded.
Mm-hmm.
He really does. He keeps them grounded,
Mm.
and he keeps them. He keeps them. He keeps them in consistent prayer, which is something that's different for a show of that stature. Like
Right.
you wouldn't see like young black men like consistently praying and consistently seeking therapy and whatnot. So the show does have a lot of hood. I mean, they get gully on that show, but at the same token, they show that there are ways to cope with it also. Like
Hey,
there
y'all
are
remember
ways.
um smart guy?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember his big brother? He in there. He in the shot. The nigga who
Who
sung for the
is
line, the nigga who's lion, the Simba on the Lion King.
Simba on the Lion King?
Right. I'm trying to
He
figure out
sung he
what.
sung the damn song, man. Come on now, y'all ain't no
I
cheating.
can't remember
Oh,
talking
I know who
about.
you're talking about. He's talking about he was on that show Thea. What is his name? He used to
He
be
was
on the
on
show
Smart Guy.
Thea. He was on Smart Guy. He played the older brother. Right.
Right, he played a
What
nigga
the
who
heck
just
is his
got out
name?
of jail trying to get his shit together in the shack.
Right. On
Oh,
here he plays
I know who you're
I
talking
forgot
about.
his
Okay,
name.
I'm putting a
His
face to
name
it.
is it Jeremy? What the fuck is his name? Um
I can't think of what his name is, but you talking about the dude who with the girl, the lady, who taking care of him. He stay at her house.
yeah, he's with Alicia the gangster.
Right. He he
Jason Weaver.
there
Jason
you
Weaver.
go.
Yes. Thank you, Cammy.
You're welcome.
Say the
Yes,
show,
Yeah,
Cammy.
Jason Weaver. Yes,
Jason Weaver.
Jason
Man,
Weaver.
My head ain't
Yeah.
bad.
hmm,
But that ain't the only
my
thing he
family
played in
heard
this.
shit.
No, he was in a couple of shows. Like he was in Thea. He had a couple of guest appearances on like Moesha.
He
Mm.
was Michael
Um,
Jackson.
he played Mike. Yep, he played young Michael Jackson. Um, wow, he's been in a few things. He's been in a few things.
Hmm.
I was surprised to see him joining the cast of The Shy, but he fits right in.
He does.
His,
He does.
but
He fits in.
he's still trying to figure out his friend having that girl that ain't a girl.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
And he's beyond that. He's past that.
I'm
He is
still
so
trying to
past
figure it
that.
out. I'm still
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to figure it
You's trying to figure it out. But he gets past it then. Like at that point where he realizes like it's still a person. He just doesn't see it,
But he had to be
the
checked
way
a couple times first.
yeah, he had to be checked a couple of times. Yeah. But you know who never had to be checked about it? Jake. Jake never had to be checked about it. He even as a child, him having questions about it, he
out. Is
just
that
figured
that
out a
nigga
way.
with
Right.
that's the nigga with the
No, Jake
transmission?
is
No, Jake is the younger brother, the little
his brother.
boy, the young brother with the dreads.
His brother to stay with him.
Oh, he the little brother of the nigga with the transmission.
Right.
Right, right,
Gotcha.
right. So Jake has always understood, and he's demanded that anybody come in that house show respect. You don't have to agree with a person's choices, but you do have to respect them, and
He
that's
better
what he
Right.
was
set his
trying
little
to get
dry
people to
lip ass
understand.
up.
He got
Put some
he
Carmax
no
on
he
before you talk to me,
stop
little
talking
nigga.
about Jake. Jake got skin issues. He got that
No, he need.
whatever that
I don't give
Michael
a I,
Jackson
look.
shit is.
Vitiligo of the lip.
Yeah, he's
I'm with.
he's got it. Yeah, but it's on his arms too, and it's spreading on his hands.
Well, there's some gangster shit going on and some weird shit going on. And if you like gangster and weird shit put together, that's check out the show.
Overall, the storyline is good though. Like overall, it is a good storyline. It's hard to explain a show to people who haven't actually seen like one episode of it. You know,
Keisha.
so
Do you
oh,
love
Keisha was
me?
kidnapped
Are
in
you
like
riding?
season 3. She was kidnapped. They spent a whole season trying to find
Who
her.
threw you across the room like that?
Nikki smacks you. He always says she
Nikki get
beating on him.
Nikki getting her get back.
That nigga was flew across that room into that wall.
Blink twice. I got you. I can put
Mm-mm.
her out this room. Can I put her out? Nope, I can't. I ain't got the device. But they can.
Now Keisha had some problems growing up on the show because at first she was just a little bit of a floozy. She was just giving it up, and then she started messing
Right.
around with
As
older
a
men.
teenager.
Right, she started messing around with older men, and then in the midst of her messing around with older men, she fucked around and ended up getting kidnapped. They kept her kidnapped for a whole fucking season,
Right.
while in real life she was actually pregnant. She was having a baby, and they used some of that footage later. They showed when she was pregnant on the show that
Mm-hmm.
was her
Oh,
actual
this shit only worked
pregnancy.
for you, huh?
Yeah, that it was her actual pregnancy.
No, it works. It's back
So
there.
Keisha ends up getting kidnapped and gets pregnant. And so they thought that she had gotten pregnant by her abductor, and she ends up keeping this baby. She does not terminate her pregnancy. She keeps it because she's just not comfortable. So she figured that she was going to give the baby up for adoption, and then turns out that she could not give this baby up for adoption. So
Mm-hmm.
she ends up raising this baby to the best of her ability. She's raising her child, but she's currently pregnant again by Emmett. So Emmett was
Oh,
her teenage. Oh,
so her and Emmett is having a baby.
her and Emmett are having a baby. Yes, you didn't know
Okay.
her and
Now
Emmett.
I
Yeah,
heard. No,
her and
I
Emmett been
heard that
together for
Keisha
a
was
minute.
having a baby, and that boy got
Keisha.
killed.
Yeah, that's Tiffany. Tiffany is
Right. Tip,
pregnant.
not Keisha. Yeah, Tiffany.
Yeah, yeah. Tiffany's pregnant, and yeah, her baby daddy got off
And she
last
gave custody
season.
of the baby of their son to Emmett.
I ain't seen nothing. What you gonna hit me for?
Temporarily, because she's coping with the loss of
Hmm?
Rob, and like she just found out that she's pregnant. But I think
Wow.
that Tiffany, like if Tiffany is well enough to take
Oh,
care
did
of
he?
herself while she's pregnant, then she's well enough to take care of her son and bring him home. Why she got her son over at Keisha's crib? Go get your
Because
kid.
it's his daddy.
Yeah, but the reason for him being there is not substantial right now. Because she's talking about how she can't cope, but you're pregnant and you're off working. You just start taking over this club. If you're well enough to do all that, then you're well enough to take care and raise your son too. I mean, that's just my opinion. That's just my
Okay.
opinion. Just my
All
opinion.
right. What?
All
Okay,
right.
so would they say anything about Kevin,
Fuck is Kevin?
Kevin's off in
I feel like I keep
California.
the
twisting.
baby
Kevin off
brother?
in Kevin's off in California. He is becoming a professional gamer. So if
Right.
y'all
I
run
remember
into
that.
him
So
out
did
there,
they jump
yeah.
back into anything else?
Right now he's having phone conversations with Maisha because he wants Maisha to move out there to California with him because
You went on the
Maisha wants
roof?
to pursue her rap career.
Got you. So they
I
is
did that
focusing
too.
in on Maisha.
Nothing I can do about it.
Well,
I
they
just got here.
focusing on moving Maisha out of the show.
Well,
Got it.
Yeah, if Maisha goes
What you
to
think?
LA with Kevin, then then Maisha's not on the show anymore. Unless she's doing a guest appearance. But
Got it.
like you won't see her anymore.
Ladies
Just
and
like you don't
gentlemen,
see Kevin.
go watch the show. See what
Mhm.
these ladies
Yeah.
is talking about. That little bit of shit I said. It's way
It
more than
is a good show. It is a good show.
AJ. You seen
It's
Thunderbolt?
a
check it
couple
out.
of seasons down.
No, I haven't seen it. I've
Yeah, it
tried to watch
is.
it
We're in
twice already,
season what,
but
6,
I couldn't
7?
make it through. I
Fell
think I'd be
asleep.
watching it too late at night.
Mhm.
Okay, so confession. Me and her tried to watch it last night. I look over. I'm like, wake your ass up. I found myself trying to, tap my leg and shit. I fell out. I woke back up. She sleep. So it was a struggle to watch this movie. But
Is it
ladies
boring
and
or
gentlemen,
something?
Yeah.
Why?
well,
It,
no,
it,
No.
it
it's
didn't
we're
come
getting
together quick
old,
enough.
man. We're getting old, goddamn.
Oh,
I don't think the
So
movie
you
came
need the
together
action
quick
right
enough.
away.
it's
The
more.
it is action right away. That's the crazy part. It comes on with this girl, blonde-headed girl in this leather outfit. I don't know where she is or
So let's
whatever.
do this.
Go
Let's
ahead.
do this. The blonde-headed girl in the leather outfit. You all seen the Avengers before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
You know who Black Widow is, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Yeah.
you know any background of Black Widow?
I don't.
Mm-mm.
She's a assassin, and she was trained with other girls to be assassins,
No.
right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Other little
Yep.
girls. She's a part of this. Her name is Black Widow as well, but she's just a
Mhm.
different version of the Black Widow. She's a different Black Widow, but she's Black Widow. If that makes any sense to you all.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so
So it's
That
she's
girl
our
right
yellow
there
tarantula.
yeah, so she
That
is
one on the end?
in the
Oh.
middle.
her
Oh, in the
name is
middle. Right.
Yelena Bovola.
Okay.
That's her name. Okay, we also
Mhm.
have a character named Sentry, who is the equivalent to Superman. This is Marvel Superman with like some freaky ass powers. We have this person. I'm gonna name these two people, and I know I've been talking about Captain America, but I got to give it to you. A U.S. agent and Alexei Shostashkov.
Not the
He's
Winter
Russian or some
Soldier.
shit. I can't
Mhm.
speak Russian. But these two guys damn near look and act alike because they took the super serum that Captain America took. So as the Americans were trying to do it, the Russians were too. This is always the usual. Who's gonna get to space first? It's always the Russians versus the U.S. or the Japan niggas or whatever. But anyway, the U.S. agent was created after um, Captain America went bad. Remember that when he fought Tony and all that shit, and he was trying to help the Winter Soldier. Well, they decided to make a new Captain America, and the U.S. agent was him. But where he fucked up at was he killed somebody on live TV. That's not what Captain America does. And the Red Guardian, which
Mhm.
is Alex Shavstvosty, the Russian motherfucker. His name is the Red Guardian. Okay, and he took the super serum in Russia. Coincidence, all these people came together. Then you got Bucky Barnes, who is Captain America's right hand, but he only has a right arm and hand because his left hand is made of metal, vibranium because he lost his shit a long time ago.
He's
But
also
he's a
known as the
super,
Winter
he's
Soldier.
a super motherfucker too. He's like
Mm.
he took the super serum too. Then you got
You need to be up there.
what's her name? Valentina Fontaine. Come on, Vic Candy. Don't come on.
Mhm. Go on, Kimmy.
You seen this?
Yes, she does
No, I haven't seen that one, but I do I know a little bit about the Marvel.
Okay, so you also have you wouldn't believe this, Cammy, but Ava Star is in there, and also Taskmaster. And Taskmaster is a woman in this one, not a man. And Bill Foster is in this one, but
My
I don't
lights might
remember
go out.
seeing Lawrence Fishburne in this motherfucker. I
Thundering.
really don't. Maybe I fell asleep at that point, but they said
No, he wasn't in here.
that's what they say. And Mel, she was the sidekick to she ain't had no power. She was just somebody assistant. She was a Valentina assistant. So all these heroes, right, are working for Valentina, and Valentina tells them, "Hey, I can pardon all you. I can pardon all y'all names and get y'all back as regular U.S. citizens if you do this, except for the Red Guardian. The Red Guardian had nothing to do with this. His daughter is the Black Widow of this version of the Black Widow. That's his daughter. Now this Black Widow is Russian too. But anyway, so she tells him, I can pardon all y'all if y'all go to this one spot and go take out this one person. So Taskmaster, U.S. Agent, the Black Widow, and Ava Star are all in the same room trying to kill each other, but they don't know what for. And the only person, the coldest motherfucker in there who dies is Taskmaster. They kill her, which I mean, because she could duplicate everybody's moves, so that's how she could beat you. So if you throw a punch at her, and she could calculate it, and she could redo what you did, and you can't beat her because she knows how to do all your moves. Only person the Taskmaster can't defeat is Deadpool. That's a whole nother story. Okay, so they all in this one room, and this room starts to heat up after they kill Taskmaster, and they like, what the fuck is going on? Let's stop trying to kill each other. You know what I'm saying? And they like, all right, you work with Valentina? Yeah, you work with Valentina? Yeah, all right. So we see what's going on. She's trying to kill us. Now remember, I just said she wanted to pardon these people and make them, back into the, regular citizens. Okay, so like I said, the U.S. agent is nothing but another version of Captain America, and somehow the room is finna turn into like a stove and destroy all of them. And then here comes this dude named Bob out of nowhere, regular motherfucker. Hey, like, what the fuck you doing here? He like, I don't know. I just woke up here, and it's always a motherfucker who just wake up out of nowhere and
Right.
be the worst motherfucker ever. And Bob was like, yeah, I just woke up here. They like, man, fuck out of here. So Captain America, well, the I'm gonna call him U.S. agent. U.S. agent approaches him like, man, fuck out of here, man. I should kill you right now. And then, Black Widow like, stop, everybody calm down. And then Bob was like, he's being a fucking dick. And she was like, I know. And then can't call him Captain America. That's what his name was, but he's not Captain America. U.S. agent. They break out of that shit before they all die. And then they team together because they like, basically, Valentina is trying to kill us. So let's
Right.
go kill that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
And her secretary is helping them get to her, ain't she?
Well, she's actually in touch with Bucky Barnes, aka the Winter Soldier, and she's trying to give him all the details of everything of, hey, this is what's happening. And then he comes out of nowhere, saves the day, because what happens is, even though I told you the Red Guardian had nothing to do with this, but he was Valentina's and Mel's driver. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But they didn't know he was from Russia. They knew he was from Russia. They
Wasn't it
ain't
that
know.
girl's daddy too?
Yeah, that was the Black Widow's daddy. And
Really?
he overheard that shit, so he went to their rescue.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So he pull up in this motherfucking
Mm.
limo, and then the government gets on them, and everybody's a fugitive at this point, and they in the limo with the Red Guardian. They like, oh shit, you saving us? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Go let her.
Then these tanks start coming out of nowhere and shit, and they start shooting at the motherfucker. And he like, man, they like, hey, you the
If I
Red
could throw
Guardian,
music
turn on
video
some
that fast,
superhero
if I
shit
would have.
in the car. He's like, I ain't got no superhero shit in here. It's a regular ass
If I
limo.
could throw
And they was
these
just
Doritos at you,
shooting.
I would.
Anyway, they got out of that situation because the Winter Soldier came and saved them. I mean, I'm gonna try to wrap this up real quick. So Bob is really not Bob. He's Century. That's their equivalent of
Right.
Superman. And he turns once
He
you
turns
put
dark, right?
Century has two sides to him living inside of him. And somehow Valentina learned how to turn the evil side on, and the evil side started making people disappear. He was fucking them people up. He broke the Winter Soldier arm off. He crushed the U.S. Agent's shield. He beat everybody ass. But only person he was cool with was Black Widow, and he beat her ass too. So he wasn't that cool with her. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And they all so look, they pick up everybody. You know how when Red Daddy came over there and picked him up off the ground,
Right.
and Debo was like, "You want some of this too, old man?"
Oh
And he was
yeah.
like, "No, get your ass in this car.
Yeah.
Let's come out here messing with these people." That's how they bumped out. They all picked each other up, jumped in the elevator, and Century was like, "I'm not gonna kill him." And then Valentina was like, "Why not? You work for me. Kill him." He like, "They're not a threat to me." And then she zapped his ass with something, and he became evil. And I'm gonna leave the rest of the story alone for you guys to go watch.
Yeah.
All right.
That's pretty much it right there.
No, that's not because you
Alright.
fell
Well, I
asleep.
mean, that's it right there for the show.
hmm
But the movie it continues, and y'all
Look, I
can go
did.
watch the rest
I'm a
of it.
cold motherfucker. I did that shit right on time too. Look at me. Y'all
Okay,
need me
y'all
up
can
here.
watch the rest
They do.
rest
We
of
need
the
you.
show. Right? Okay, tell them, Nikki.
He
um,
is needed.
we appreciate you guys coming out. This is your TV Critics Review on Tuesday nights at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Come back next week and figure out what we're going to talk about because, as always, we got some juicy spoilers to give y'all. Now, if you don't want to hear it, you already know what to do. Turn the mute on and just watch us act up. We're very animated. Until next time.
And if you want to see me on the next
Yay.
show, call the Hot 102.3 number and request me to be there. Because rather than that, I don't want to do this shit. Night, ladies and gentlemen.
Night night.
Catch you guys later.
Oh. What damn, she gone.